back to Cybertopia. Last episode, we heard what Toby, Sir Ingram, and Cookie got up to after driving away from their encounter at the Hexacom experimental labs hidden far beneath their flagship store in the centre of town. After getting stuck in Paradigm City's most notorious traffic spot, Amelia, played by Cassa, got a bit woozy and fell asleep in the back seats, and while the others went off exploring the area, this is what happened to her. As this happens, I think you start having flashbacks to the game you were playing in the arcade a few hours before all of this started, when you were trying to find your way into the place you'd been sent to by the mysterious people in the pub the day before. And yeah, you remember that game and you start to have kind of blurry visions of that, and you're remembering the sounds and the experiences that you were going through when you were playing that game, and you were absolutely killing it. You were right in your element on that game. And then when you came away from that game, you rolled a nat 1 and got a trauma. And you now kind of have recurring visions of that. And it plays on your mind of like being in that spotlight amongst all these nerdy kids like cheering you on. And that kind of reverberates within inside you.
I mean, I was just thinking because Amelia's never really been too close to people and she doesn't really hang out with the same lot. So a lot of faces are just very new.
Yeah, I kind of imagine she's got this friendship with her gun, Darling, and that's the main kind of connection that she's had for a long time. And now she's suddenly got all these people staring at her and like wanting to talk to her or like interact with her, and I can imagine that having quite a anxiety-inducing effect. So you come to, kind of, and you're bleary-eyed and just kind of waking up, and the three guys you were with, Cookie, Toby, and Sir Ingram, are all gone. And you're in this car in the middle of this traffic jam, all on your own.
So the car's not moving?
The car is stationary, as is every other car that you can see. And the other cars have people in them, just waiting patiently in the traffic jam. Some of them less patiently, but like people have been in this traffic jam for hours or days potentially, just waiting to move or find the exit that you can get off at. But this car is going nowhere for now.
Amelia puts her hand on Darling just to make sure the gun is there. The gun's there, right?
Yeah, it's there, but uncharacteristically quiet. Isn't saying anything. Or maybe it is, but like, it's coming across kind of muffled. You can't really have a conversation with it. It's just every time you try to talk to it, it's just coming across as just mumbling.
Was I sitting in the back? I'm gonna jump to the front.
You're in the back.
Maybe. Yeah, look around the car, see if there's any signs of struggle or if they just left.
Yeah, let's have a roll to check out the car, I guess.
Okay. That's a 9. I don't have anything else.
Yeah, the car just seems normal, ordinary car. There's nothing wrong with it. Maybe it's a bit mucky, like the person you stole it from maybe doesn't take the greatest care of it, but it's a car. The doors are unlocked. The key's not in the ignition. But yeah, it's just an ordinary car.
All right. I think if Amelia stays in there too long, she can tell nothing's going to happen. So she'll just get out of the car and try to avoid whatever's coming. I mean, if you said nothing's moving, then she would just get out of the car.
Yeah. So she gets out of the car and you hear from way down behind you screaming and growling.
I turn around and see where it's coming from. Can I see it? Is it close?
You can't see it. You can't see anything, and no one's getting out of their cars. Nothing's changing. There's nothing on fire. There's no explosions or anything. But yeah, there's this howling, screaming, growling noises coming from somewhere down back there.
Oh, is there anyone in the car behind me?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, I'll just go up to the window and rap on the window and ask him to pull the window down so I can talk to him.
As you knock on this window, a face turns to you, and it's got sunken eyes and molding flesh that is just kind of rotting and falling off their skull, and they snarl at you.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. She backs up, and since that person thing doesn't really want to talk, she's not gonna push it.
The sounds you were hearing before the growling is getting louder.
Oh.
You still can't see anything, but you can hear it getting closer.
I feel like it doesn't seem like there's anything leading Amelia anywhere but the growling, so maybe she'll just run towards it.
You're gonna
She'll
run
be
towards the
alone.
growling.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Are you like sprinting towards it? How are you going?
I think she'll kind of just like hurriedly walk, like she's forgotten something and she's just quickly marching towards it.
Are you drawing Darling as you're doing this?
I don't. Now that you ask, no. I don't think I would have my hand on Darling in case. I
And
have him.
yeah, it's getting louder as you do, but you're still not seeing anything.
Yeah, I think that's the reason I wouldn't really take it out, because I mean I don't know what to shoot at. So I will also try not to be out in the open. So try to like zip through the cars perhaps towards
Okay.
it.
So where you're at, it's kind of like one of those raised highways, right? And it's probably like 4 lanes on either side, loads and loads of vehicles, and there are some off ramps that people are also stuck on ramps and all sorts. And everyone else is in their cars. There's no one moving. And actually, let's have some sort of logic or recognition kind of roll.
Okay. That's 15.
Okay. You notice that all of these cars kind of look the same. They're like maybe different colors, but it's like they're the same model that's been palette swapped.
Oh, everyone's kind of boring. They all have the same cars?
And every car you look in, the people in it, some of them have just a driver, some of them have passengers and stuff. All of the people have that same kind of rotting visage that the first person you knocked at had. And that growling noise is now all around you. It's not just behind, like back from where you were. It's now also coming from the front and the sides. But you can also tell there's like some sort of music that's also coming from somewhere nearby as well. Maybe like off the side, one of the sides of the highway.
I'll look towards the music. Is there anything there?
Do you want to go right up to the side of the highway and like look
Yeah,
over the
I'll
edge?
lean over it.
Okay, so you get to the side and there's like a access ladder that leads down below the highway, down to like the below this highway. There's like slums and stuff. There's the kind of the lower class neighborhoods of the city under the highway, and you can see like dark alleys and buildings below there. I think it's evening time at this point. It might even be getting into like early morning. It's kind of difficult to tell. The sky doesn't seem a natural kind of sky when you look at it. You're like, it's either cloudy or stormy or something, but it's really difficult to tell exactly what time of day it is. But yeah, as you lean over and look down, you can see some twinkly lights off down in the distance down there. And you can hear the unmistakable sound of like circus music.
That's odd, isn't it?
And you can hear that sound of the growling getting closer and closer upon you.
Huh. Well, I would. I don't know. I think I'd like to go check out the circus, but I don't know if Amelia's afraid enough of the growling yet. I mean, no, yeah. I think going down the ladder and towards the twinkling lights. It seems like she would do that.
So you start climbing down this ladder then, and I think halfway down, you hadn't noticed this before. You've got both your arms.
Oh.
And it's not like when you had your cyborg arm before. You got 2 natural flesh arms.
Oh.
I don't think it occurred to you until you started climbing down and you're using both your hands. You're like, wait, I've got both my hands.
That's a little that. I'll I think because I'm halfway down the ladder, I think I'll just wait until I get to the bottom of the ladder and then just kind of like.
Bad time for an existential crisis halfway down the ladder, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I think not hearing Darlin was already the first kick to being like, this something's not right here. I don't think I'm awake, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, now seeing the arm, I definitely know I'm not fully there.
So you're getting down this ladder, and as you descend, it's getting darker and darker. These streets down here are not well lit, and you're getting into the tall kind of apartment blocks and the dark alleys. The ladder leads right down into an alley, and yeah, it's just these dark streets with the occasional dim street light, and you can see there's a really long alley, and at the end of it, you can see those twinkly lights and hear that faint circus music playing.
So I'm at the bottom of the ladder now, and I'm just gonna like kind of pinch my arm a little bit, see if it like jiggles and wiggles, and if I can move my fingers.
I think the sensation is a little bit dulled, but yeah, I mean it's definitely there. Like you can feel it, like it's real.
That's weird.
I think you'll also notice that actually you've got an ammo belt on you that you never had before. Like you've never carried an ammo belt. You've just had Darling with whatever rounds Darling fires, but you've got an ammo belt with you, like slung over your shoulder in like a bandolier kind of thing.
Wow. I always wanted one of these, but they seemed kind of heavy. And didn't really suit my style, but as she walks towards the twinkling lights, she'll just play with the ammo belt, and she's just twiddling with things, and she's not really all there. She's kind of just a little taken aback by everything. So she's like, "Oh, what's going on?"
As you're walking down this long, straight, dark alley, you're in your own little world, and all of a sudden, you feel a hand grab your hand. And you look down and you see a small child is holding your hand and just kind of pulling you along. And it's not a zombie child. This is just a normal child.
Okay. Have I seen them before? Just a
No,
random
you've
child.
never seen this child before in your life. And then all of a sudden, another child grabs your other hand. And they're both pulling you along towards the circus.
Oh. Are your parents over there?
They look really excited to see you. Again, like the noises that they're making, it's kind of like when you're trying to talk to Darling. You can't understand what they're saying. It's mumbling, but they sound really excited. It's like high pitched and squeaking and stuff. And they're really excited to be like holding your hands, and they're dragging you along, and they've got big smiles on their faces.
Ooh. Do I still hear the growling, or did it stop once I left the ladder?
No, you can't hear that growling at all now, actually. And apart from the children's voices and the sound of that kind of a faint but growing circus music, it's deathly silent, almost like you're walking in a fog. And if you look down any of the side streets as you're going through this alley, it is like you're walking through fog, like a dark, thick fog, and you can only see straight ahead of you and down this alley towards this twinkly lights ahead of you.
Yeah, I'll just let them pull me along, I suppose.
Yeah. So they pull you along all the way down this alley, and it's a few hundred meters maybe. It's not that far. And they take you around into this big square where there's this massive circus tent.
Wow.
And you can hear quite clearly now the circus music, and you can hear cheering and joviality and stuff, and lots of people having fun. You can see lots of crowds coming in and going into the tent and queuing up outside, and there's street performers outside breathing fire and swallowing swords and juggling and doing magic tricks and stuff on the street. And it's a huge spectacle. And these kids continue to pull you along and take you round to the back of this tent, and someone opens a flap to the tent and you enter in. And can I have a self-awareness roll, please?
Okay. That's a 2. Oh.
You walk in, and maybe shortly after walking in, you look down and you realize all of your clothes have changed. That bandolier is now gone, and you're wearing a leotard, sequin spangly thing, fully sleeved and fully legged, sparkly leotard thing. And that second arm is gone again. And you're back the way well, apart from your clothing, you're back the way you remember yourself as normal. And you see lots of circus performers in this area, and it's like the backstage area of a circus tent. There's clowns, and there's a ringmaster with a big hat, and there's similarly sparkly clad acrobat looking people, and some weird people with like LED lights all strung around them and stuff.
Whoa. The leotard is starting to grow on Amelia a little bit, so she's just kind of looking at it a little. If she passes some mirroring, like reflective surfaces, she'll have a look, see. But nothing, no one here looks familiar.
No, they all look really happy to see you though.
Oh, they're all looking at me then, or are they just
Oh
doing
yeah,
their own thing? Oh.
everyone is looking at you really, really excitedly, and the ringleader is at the front by another like tent flap that probably you'd expect would go into the main area of the tent, and
Mm.
he's beckoning you forwards.
Oh. Yeah, I'll go towards him, but I think Amelia doesn't really know what to do, so she's just gonna go with it.
Okay, you can hear on the other side of this flap crowds cheering and jeering and laughter and shouting and screaming, and like screaming in a fun way this time. And the ringleader opens up the flap and
Mm.
beckons you through and points at a ladder that goes up. They're saying things to you again, but you still can't understand. It's still just coming through as muffled mumbling.
Mm-hmm. I think she'll be quite slow walking up if she's seeing a crowd. I think because of that, like stage fright trauma, kind of. She'll be like, I don't know what's going on.
The ringleader kind of notices your reluctance and will point to another ladder that comes up from behind the stands. So you won't be going up in front of all the people. You'll be coming up behind them and going above them. And you can look up and see that there's like one of those, you go up a ladder that leads to a stage or a platform at the top of a pole. And there's like trapeze ropes and swings and stuff up there.
She'll point at her arm, and then she'll point at the ladder, and she'll be like, what do you think I should do? How do I get up?
He just gives a big like a fist pump kind of action of like, go on, you got this, you can do this. You can't understand what he's saying, but he's like just trying to jeer you on and encourage you up.
This Amelia already knows this isn't going to be a pretty sight, but she's in it, so she'll try to climb up. I think she also would want to show him that she can't do it, so she'll just kind of like struggle at the bottom few rungs. Can she go up the ladder?
Yeah, I think she finds it incredibly easy, actually. It's surprisingly easy getting up this ladder. Because what happens when you grab the bottom rung with your one hand is that the ladder itself starts ascending, almost like a ladder version of an escalator. And as you start ascending this ladder, the ringleader goes out, and you can see he's in the middle shouting things, and he's got a whip and he's whipping it around and like jeering up the crowd. Still can't understand what he's saying, but he's looking excited. The crowd's looking excited. Everyone's kind of looking around, trying to spot what's going to happen next. And you finally reach the platform, and you're maybe like 50 feet up. And you're looking down, you can see all the crowd. You can see there's a trapeze swing in front of you, and there's some more trapeze swings that you'd jump across to if you were an acrobat. You're not an acrobat, but you look like an acrobat, and maybe you feel like an acrobat at this moment. And you see that spotlight swing around and light you up. And though you can't understand any words, you can hear the crowd just roar.
I think Amelia's got her eyes huge, wide, like like a deer in headlights, but I don't think she'll do it straight away, but she'll just kind of shuffle closer to the edge. If everyone's cheering her on, I think she'll feel an obligation to go through with it.
Okay. Let's have a roll. See if you can do acrobatics. And this will incur your -1 spotlight trauma.
Yeah. Okay. Come on. 14, so 13.
Okay. You can mark 1 success against your trauma.
Oh, phew.
2 more successes against that, and you'll get rid of it completely. So you grab on with your one arm, and you swing with this trapeze swing. And it works and it feels natural. Feels completely normal, like you've done this a million times.
Whoa.
And you get to the apex of the swing on the other end, and you're like, oh shit, no, I've got to do the bit where you jump onto the next bit, otherwise I'm just going to swing back and then I'm going to get stuck and it's going to look really silly.
Mm-hmm.
So you do the leap. Let's have a jumping roll.
Oh gosh, that's 11 minus 1, 10.
Okay, that'll work.
Oh.
So you can have another success against the trauma.
But that was a wobbly one. That was like a...
You think you're going to miss it. You're so close and you're like, oh no, I don't. And then suddenly at the last second, your hand manages to reach it. And you hear a gasp come up from the audience. And they all think you're going to miss it as well. And then you just get your fingers onto it. And you swing back over to another platform. And at this platform, there's a rope swing. And you can see that this rope swing leads to a different platform. But as you look across to this other platform, you can see there's been shooting targets have been placed around it.
Oh.
And you can feel Darling is vibrating on your hip.
Now this is more like it. All right.
I guess you'd realize you're not going to be able to hold onto the rope and shoot with the same hand.
Can I shoot Darling with my feet?
Don't think you can shoot Darling with your feet, but you might be able to hold onto the rope with your feet.
Oh yes, upside down.
If you did it the other way around, that might work.
That makes more sense. Okay.
Okay.
Try to hook my legs up and aim Darling at
this is getting advanced now. So you wrap the rope around your leg and you swing out and you're upside down, holding on to Darling with one hand, trying to compose yourself. And let's have a swinging shooting roll.
Swing shoot roll. 13 plus 2 for precision aim, but minus 1 for the trauma.
Yeah, plus Darling as well.
Oh yes, so 16.
Cool. All right. Yeah, you swing across, and you can mark your third success against your stage fright trauma. You get rid of that, and you feel like $1 bazillion. You feel amazing, and the spotlight is shining off of your leotard, and you're like a human disco ball at this point. Ooh. And you're shooting Darling, and you can't hear him still, but you can feel the excitement. It's like electricity in your hand, and this crowd is going wild. As you're swinging, let's have an observation roll.
Wait, 12.
Okay. As you're going across and you're looking down at the crowd, you maybe spot 3 faces you kind of recognize, but it's so fast you can't tell for sure. Like maybe you're just imagining it. Maybe it's in this dream kind of state that you're in. You're sure you recognize your friends down there, but it's all happening too quick.
Yeah,
and you get to the other side of the platform and you've shot all these targets down and the crowd is loving it. And this continues.
I do bows.
Yeah, and you just get wilder and wilder. You start doing flips and you're doing jumps you would never thought you'd ever imagine, but you're having an amazing time. You're feeling incredible, and Darling is powing all over the place. You don't remember when it ended. You don't remember getting down or finishing the routine, but just at some point it all went a bit blurry and you were no longer at the circus.
Hi, I'm Mark, the host of the System Hoppers podcast. And here on the show, we can never decide what we want to play. So instead, we're constantly mixing it up. Do you like fantasy TTRPGs? We've had a group of JRPG-esque heroes taking a stand against evil forces. Maybe you're into horror. Want to find out what happens to a group of kids on Halloween night that are dared to spend the night in the creepy haunted house on the edge of town. Or maybe you just want to hear a group of friends roleplay playing professional wrestlers and fighting for the gold. Whatever we've decided to play, you know you're in for a good time. So come check us out. That's System Hoppers, available anywhere you get your podcasts.